In this tutorial, we will see how to trade security tokens peer-to-peer. In this tutorial, we'll be working with these 2020-01-24 tokens, and we can see here on Etherscan, a block explorer, that I've already minted tokens to these 4 addresses. So this one address has 1 million tokens, and then these 3 addresses each have 100,000 tokens. The first address that I've minted to, this 2FA address here with 1 million tokens, it's actually my address that I'm using in MetaMask right now. So in order to see those tokens in my wallet, I'm going to copy the token address, go to MetaMask, click the menu button, scroll down to Add Token. It's a custom token. I'll paste the token contract address there, and you can see that MetaMask, parsing the Ethereum blockchain, notices, yep, that's the 2020-01-24 token, and there's 18 decimal places. We'll click Next, and we can now see those tokens in my wallet. Right, there's 1 million tokens that I have in my wallet, which corresponds with the 1 million tokens we can see here on Etherscan. But this demo is about trading security tokens peer-to-peer, so let's see what that looks like. Since I've minted tokens to these 4 addresses have been added to the token's whitelist. And the whitelist is what controls access to the token. So the way to think about it, no one on Earth can hold a security token created using Polymath technology until the security token issuer adds their address onto the whitelist. So these 4 addresses have been added to the whitelist by the security token issuer, and they have tokens that have been minted to them. 1 million, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000. Let's see what happens when I attempt to trade 1 million tokens with this address here, ending in DB2. Now to trade these tokens, let's head over to MetaMask. Remember, I'm using the address ending in 2FA that has 1 million tokens here. Now let's try to send 100,000 tokens to this second account I have. 100,000 tokens, click Next, and confirm. And what's happening behind the scenes every single time a security token that's created through Polymath attempts to be transferred is the token has to call what we refer to as the general transfer manager. And the transfer manager needs to check, is this trade actually allowed? And so here we can see that that trade was confirmed. And it's because this address, ending in DB2, has already been added to the whitelist, and it's not subject to any buy or sell lockup restrictions right now. And so because it's not subject to any restrictions, it's able to receive tokens. And we can see here that in my original wallet, there's now 900,000 tokens. And if we refresh this page, we'll see that this second address now has 200,000 tokens. So that trade was successful, and we could do it peer-to-peer while ensuring that regulatory compliance was maintained. Because this first address is on the whitelist, meaning it's passed through the security token issuer's KYC process. And then the second address has successfully passed through the security token issuer's KYC process. So because they've both passed, they've been added to the whitelist, and they're not subject to any buy and sell lockup restrictions, this trade was allowed to execute. Now there's 900,000 tokens in the first wallet, 200,000 tokens in the second wallet. So that's what a successful trade looks like. But what does an unsuccessful trade look like? Let's take a look at that now. Again, we'll head over to MetaMask. We'll go to our tokens we have here. Let's try to send these tokens to an address that's not on the whitelist, right? And so I've named this address not on the whitelist. Again, we'll try to send 100,000 tokens. And we know that our address, ending in 2FA, we're not subject to any sell lockup restrictions, so we can move tokens freely as we want right now. We'll click confirm, and we'll see what happens. But remember, behind the scenes, the token is checking, is this transfer actually allowed? And so we see this pending wheel spinning, but what's about to happen soon is we're going to see that this transaction has failed. And there we see it. And it's failed because we attempted to send security tokens to an address that has not been KYC and AML verified by the issuer, and that is not able to receive tokens today. So this transaction was failed. And we can actually refresh Etherscan, which is looking at the Ethereum blockchain, and we can see that tokens have not moved. In a very brief tutorial, we can see how we can trade security tokens peer-to-peer in a compliant manner, ensuring that only investors that have been KYC and AML verified by the security token issuer and that have been added onto the whitelist and that are not subject to any buy and sell lockup restrictions, those are the only addresses that are able to transact. If you have any questions about this tutorial, please feel free to reach out to the Polymath team. We also have a number of other tutorials that can show you how to use the Polymath Token Studio. Thanks.